and welcome. You're watching the West edition of the property show that helps you hunt for the house of your dreams. Today we are scanning property hotspots all across western parts of India, from Mumbai, Pune to Thane. So if you have a question or a project in mind, give us a call and get Sameer to advise you on what's hot and what's not. Coming up today, industry gives a thumbs up to the new relaxed FDI norms for the construction sector. Where will the real estate industry now head to? We'll find out. Top-rated residential projects in South Mumbai and across its northern suburbs within 1 to 8 crores. First-time investors on a small budget. A look at Navi Mumbai's attractive property spots for 1 BHKs within 35 lakhs. Which is the best micro-market in Thane to buy budget flats for investment? Across Pune, we'll review Hinjewadi, Balewadi and Kharadi for flats for your self-occupation. And redevelopment of Mumbai's Dharavi slum seems to be stalled indefinitely. 500 acres of prime land in Mumbai now looking impossible to redevelop. Okay, we'll discuss micro markets of Worli, Lower Parel, Kandivali and Taloja in just a bit. Foreign direct investment in India's construction sector has been relaxed by the central government recently. Two conditions related to minimum size and capital requirement have been scrapped. The industry is hailing this policy reform and are predicting that the property market will enter a phase of consolidation from here on. Onitam Ojha captures the big reactions from the market.
The battered and beleaguered real estate sector could not have asked for a better Diwali gift than this. All restrictions removed to tap foreign funds. Foreign investment in construction activity has been freed from floor area and minimum capital infusion restrictions. Exit and repatriation of proceeds will be allowed automatically at any stage of a construction project, subject to a 3-year lock-in period. Developers wasted no time to cheer this landmark FDI policy overhaul that is expected to help complete over 2,500 projects across cities which are stalled primarily due to fund crunch, along with giving the necessary fillip to affordable housing.
New FDI norms will basically help the industry to create that momentum and platform for giving that consumer a home, which is currently a myth in most parts of India. Frankly, fortunately, in Bangalore, you have a lot of organized players who are doing the timely delivery. But yes, in FDI coming in will help a lot of people in the industry keeping these timelines in mind.
The immediate beneficiaries are going to be players with better track record like Tata Value Homes, Mahindra Life Spaces, Shapoorji Pallonji, VB8C Value Homes. These are some of the players who have already tapped FDI worth $20 to $200 million in the past few months for their affordable housing projects.
That the overall theme is that of risk aversion. Money still, the flow of money still becomes quite narrow and keeps getting directed towards the players with track record. However, having said that, indirectly a lot of transactions start happening when these kind of restrictions get eased. So, for example, smaller land parcels with landowners who wanted to sell those parcels but were not finding buyers in a slow market with a very tight capital conditions would suddenly might start finding buyers in larger developers.
A closer look at the FDI inflow numbers, however, reveal that though 100% FDI was allowed into the sector since 2005, foreign money inflows declined significantly from 744 crore rupees in September 2014 to only 23 crore rupees in March 2015, according to CARE Ratings data.
The growth of the sector has to pick up for the investor to regain the confidence. Investors currently are in wait and watch mode and they want real work to happen at the ground level. Only then the money will start flowing into the sector.
For investors to bite the bait and funds to flow in, the industry and the government will have to do much more to bridge the trust deficit between the developers and the customers, to reverse the slow velocity of sales, get rid of piling unsold inventory to begin with. In New Delhi, Onitam Ojha, NDTV.
Okay, first up with us on the property show, we have Rajiv Dubey joining us. Rajiv, hi, how can we help you?
Hi Vasudha, thank you so much for taking my query. My budget is 1.2 crore. I want to buy a home for self-occupancy in western suburbs of Mumbai from Goregaon till Mira Road. Please suggest me good builder based on it.
All right, Goregaon to Mira Road, he's looking for a property in the western suburbs of Mumbai. Samir, up to 1.2 crores is his budget.
Well, Goregaon and Malad are two micro markets which we would have also recommended, but the weighted average price of those micro markets is much higher, keeping in mind your requirement. Trading between 13 to 15,000 rupees a square foot are these two micro markets. So Kandivali East and Kandivali West are the two micro markets that seem to be the right choice, keeping your requirement in mind. Both the micro markets have done reasonably okay on the price appreciation chart. The inventory overhang seems to be a little bit of a worry, but not that much. 25 months for Kandivali West and 20 months for Kandivali East. In fact, it's very strong. There, the weighted average price for the mid segment trading at 13,000 rupees for Kandivali West and 12,800 for Kandivali East. Annualized return for Kandivali West has been about 9.5%. Kandivali East has done a little better because of the lower weighted average price at about 10%. The three projects that you can consider are Acme Avenue, 10,000 rupees a square foot. The project is getting ready in 2018, consisting of two wings, G plus 27 stories, world-class cardio gym, net cricket, children's play zone. They're offering you all kind of amenities, clubhouse, swimming pool, biometric entry, video door phones. So a good project literally on the luxury side. ERA phase 1, this is by Ravi Group, 10,500 rupees being the price point, so very affordable. Consisting of 4 wings, again giving you good amount of amenities, but not as much as what was being offered by the previous project. Clubhouse and swimming pool are there. In addition to that, there is table tennis and snookers. Imperial Heights by Shivam Mega Structures in Kandivali East. This is got 2 price points, facing a national park and facing a highway. Project has okay amenities like a clubhouse, skating ring, swimming pool, meditation ring. It's a SRA project where SRA portion is ready and occupied, so that's a big positive. Project is only 400 to 500 meters from the Oberoi International School.
Okay, Rajiv, given your budget, you can afford a property in Kandivali, which gives you proximity to the established western suburbs of Mumbai. Also, close proximity to the commercial areas like Malad Mindspace, Andheri and BKC. You get connectivity through the Western Express Highway. And also, this market internally has well-developed physical and social infrastructure, home to many international schools, hospitals, offices and malls. We're giving you 3 options of 2 BHKs which are getting ready by 2017 and 18. Look at Acme Avenue Wing B by Acme Housing, the ERA Phase 1 Vuelta by Ravi Group and Imperial Heights by Shivam Mega Structures. An email comes in from Abhishek Ray. He writes, I'm interested in buying a 3 BHK apartment in South Mumbai. I can wait for a maximum of 3 years for possession. I'm looking at Prabha Devi or Lower Parel area. I would prefer a clubhouse in the property. I can spend a maximum of 8 crores all inclusive. Samir, prime hotspots of Mumbai?
Yeah, the only challenge that we faced with respect to this requirement was either the properties were too expensive because of the size of the apartment, or they were much cheaper, so they were not fitting into the exact price point and requirement that you had. However, we've been able to cull out 3 properties, one in Prabhadevi, one in Worli and one in Lower Parel. Worli being the most expensive micro market in these 3 destinations, being at 36,500 rupees a square foot on super area. Their projects even are trading at 1 lakh rupees a square foot plus on carpet area basis. Prabhadevi is second at 31,800 and Lower Parel is 26,350. The luxury market over here has really been hit with respect to slow sales. So if you look at the inventory overhang figures, very high, Worli being 55, Prabhadevi being 40 months and Lower Parel being as high as 48 months. On the price appreciation charts, because of slow sales and less requirement for super luxury in the Mumbai market at this point, Worli appreciation is about 8% and Lower Parel is about 6% on an annualized basis. The 3 projects that you can consider are the Reserve by Ranwal Group, Worli at 35,000 rupees, spread across 2 acres. Building plans are in place for this project. It's 1.5 kilometers from the race course. 11 kilometers from BKC, and amenities here include a clubhouse, swimming pool as required by you, a pool deck as well, besides some other sports facilities. Sky Forest by India Bulls at 24,900, still remaining quite affordable. Spread across 3.8 acres, standalone tower. Amenities here include a jacuzzi, massage parlor, top branded gym, ultra modern business center, fully stocked convenience and store with pharmacy. And construction has already started and 22nd slab work is in progress. DB Crown by DB Realty in Prabhadevi at 24,000 rupees, spread across 7 acres. This is going to be a 72 height story building, 3.3 acre elevated podium garden, multiple swimming pools, jogging tracks, gym, spa, so all coming with all luxurious amenities. And this is located at the Gokhale Road, Prabhadevi Parel.
Sameer, the data points that you just narrated for the luxury segment in Mumbai, of course, are very dismal. For those who are already locked in with their investments in luxury projects, what would your advice be for them?
See, typically people who would have locked into these micro markets would have been people who would be looking at this from either an extremely long point of view, and secondly would be from an end user point of view. It has also been witnessed that there is a huge pricing gap that one has in these micro markets. When the project gets ready, prices are almost double of what they are when the project is under construction. So there is a huge scope of appreciation, but you have to be very patient, and you need to have a large pool of capital to be able to play that game.
Okay, so Abhishek, the micro markets we're going to talk about with you are Parel, Worli and Prabhadevi, and the three recommendations coming from Sameer are the Reserve by Ranwal Group, look at Sky Forest by India Bulls Real Estates, and DB Crown by DB Realty. Pushkaraj with us on the line. Hi, how can we help you?
Well, ma'am, I would like to understand from you. I have recently invested in Ulve, Navi Mumbai, which is close to New Bombay Airport.
Okay.
So I just wanted to understand, like, what are the chances of growth there, and is there any other better option available in the nearby vicinity? I mean, in Navi Mumbai region.
All right, so Navi Mumbai, Ulve, he has already gone ahead and invested. Sameer, you're not very happy with Ulve as a real estate location, right?
Yes, I've been advising all our viewers against Ulve because it seems to be like a ghost micro market where very social infrastructure is hardly there. There are a lot of towers that are built up over there on small parcels of land, and not much livability, and the complexes are very mid-end to low-end. So our recommendation has always been that if your budget is a little higher, move to Kharghar, or if it's a little lower, move to Panvel, which is an excellent micro market from an investor and end use point of view. Going forward, with the international airport being announced there, many other social infrastructure initiatives coming up there, and large developers doing large townships, that will be a good micro market to watch out for in the near future. So we would recommend you to look at Panvel, keeping your requirement and budget in mind. Although the inventory overhang is 30 months, the prices have slowly crept up to about 5,300 rupees a square foot, and the price appreciation trends depict a 9% price appreciation, which is very healthy from a standpoint that the market is still investor driven there, and it's a slow moving market for the whole of the country. Vinayak Darpan is the first project at 4,500 rupees. The developers delivered about 8 odd projects over here. Location is at Sector 2, plot number 27. Project is only 4.2 kilometers from the proposed airport and 3.3 kilometers from the Panvel railway station. Then we have Gayatri Chaya by Dubey Group, again at 4,500 rupees. This is located 500 meters off the JNPT Uran Road. Developers delivered about 13 projects in the MMR region. It's a standalone building of G+7 stories. Blue Crest by Agarwal Builder and Developer at 4,700 rupees. This is spread across approximately 5 acres of land. Amenities here include a fitness center, senior citizen sit-outs. Developers delivered about 5 odd projects in MMR region, and construction location is at sector number 6, plot number 93.
Okay, Pushkaraj, so we recommend that you look at Panvel. Ulve has several livability issues, basic infrastructure is still not in place, and that will weigh down your price appreciation as well. So look at Panvel because it is proximate to the upcoming international airport, so the government's focus on developing this area will always remain. Look at these projects, Vinayak Darpan by Adinath Group, Gayatri Chhaya by Dubey Group, and Blue Crest by Agrawal Builders and Developers. Vishal Kolekar on the line with us. Vishal, what's your question?
हेलो सर
Yes, please go ahead.
सर जी मैंने एक ना नियर नावडे रेलवे स्टेशन
Okay.
वहाँ पे एक फ्लैट देखा था
Okay.
तो एक्चुअली मेरा बजट था 27 लाख तो वहाँ पे लेना बेटर रहेगा या पनवेल करंदड़े में लेना बेटर रहेगा?
Okay, so he has looked at a property in Navade, Taloja, and that property we believe is Solanki Homes. He wants to know, is that a good location or should he look at Panvel or Thane?
Well, we've given a yes to Solanki Homes, a project which is trading at 4,200 rupees, where the micro market weighted average price is 4,400, so it's cheaper than the micro market weighted average price. Plus, there's a scope of a good amount of negotiation also possible. The project is already ready since 2014. It's a standalone tower of G+7 stories. It's fully occupied almost, and few units are available with the developer. So no issues with the project as such. Your budget is low, so projects that will be available will be similar to this project. We've got some more recommendations for you. 15 months is the inventory overhang, so very safe. As I mentioned, the weighted average price is 4,400 and price appreciation is about 9% on an annualized basis. The other two projects that you can consider are Dev Ashirwad by Dev Krupa Enterprises. Another project that is ready at the same price point, offering you better amenities, though a clubhouse and a swimming pool in this project, and it's a G+13 story with commercial units inside as well. Project has strong connectivity through NH24. Lastly, we have NK Garden Phase 2 by NK Gardens at 3,200 rupees. This is a 39-acre township with development in phases. Project located in Bhavanje, 1 kilometer from the MIDC Taroja, and consisting of about 33 buildings of G+4 stories.
Okay, so Vishal, in Taloja, we're giving you 1 BHKs which are sized around 600 to 650 square feet, and these are priced at about 4,200 to 3,200 rupees per square foot. All the recommended projects lie close to MIDC Taloja, and you also get connectivity to NH4 which connects you to other parts of Mumbai and Navi Mumbai. Let's recap those for you. Dev Ashirwad by Dev Krupa Enterprises and NK Garden Phase 2 by NK Homes. Even after 11 long years, the redevelopment of Asia's second largest slum, Dharavi, is nowhere in sight. Changes in the government, a slow pace of execution and political interference seems to have ensured that work remains stalled. And now experts and residents worry that redevelopment of Dharavi is looking next to impossible given the commercial ecosystem in the slums. Ashwini Priyolkar has this story.
Think of Mumbai slums and the one name that pops up inevitably is of Dharavi. Spread across 520 acres, it's a city within a city. Millions of people have made the narrow alleys of Dharavi their homes and live in close clusters. Since 1997, the residents of Dharavi have been promised a life away from this squalor and chaos. Their unending wait has left these residents with a sense of hopelessness.
गरीब लोग छोटे छोटे घर में रहते हैं, 10 किसी के 4 बच्चे, किसी के 6 बच्चे हैं, उसको जगह पूरा नहीं पड़ती।
यहाँ पे मच्छर, डेंगू, बीमारियाँ, बच्चों की पढ़ाई के डेवलप नहीं है, बहुत सारी मुश्किलों का सामना करना पड़ता है।
कितने सालों से बोल रहे हैं कि झुपड़पट्टी एकदम डेवलप होएंगी, सब वोट मांग के चले जाते।
Like many other slum redevelopment plans, Dharavi's redevelopment too has merely been a pall promise. Governments have come and gone since the time the project was initiated in 2004. The recent exit of the consultant firm Ernst & Young is bound to delay the Dharavi redevelopment project, as the government will now have to scout for another consultant. Sources that NDTV spoke to said that Ernst & Young was unhappy with the government's repeated delays in executing the project.
Dharavi is separate special planning authority. And what is it is happening? Why it is not happening? Why do you have to consultant come and go? Why don't you take the people into confidence and try to implement a project which is simple, logical, without even putting all this kind of abstract? You are getting people from Timbuktu, you are calling from abroad, you are calling from somebody who doesn't know the culture of the whole Dharavi. You get them, therefore the project doesn't even, it is not even a beginning. It's very shame on India. For 20 years, project is not even starting.
The only achievement under this massive rupees 16,000 crore project is this 18-story building in Sector 5, which has been lying vacant for over a year now. It has 358 houses of 300 square feet each. Dharavi's population is exploding, but the sizes of the hutments remain the same. Take for instance the case of Sheikh Dastagiri, who has been a Dharavi resident since his birth, and today his family of 6 is living in a hut which is less than 100 square feet.
धारावी का प्रोजेक्ट अलग है। धारावी में आज 70-80 साल से लोग रहते हैं। 400 फुट का घर हमें चाहिए। क्यों? हम 70 साल से यहाँ पर रहते हैं। हमारे माँ बाप, हमारे बच्चे सब लोग इधर ही जवान से बड़े हो गए। 400 की मांग लेके हम रह गए। अगर हमें 400 का घर दीजिए, नहीं तो हम यहाँ पर कुछ होने नहीं देंगे।
Dharavi is not just a slum, but a thriving micro-industry with people involved in making leather goods, papads, pottery items, amongst other things. 80% of Dharavi's residents are employed within Dharavi itself. This adds another challenge for authorities who have to come up with a redevelopment model that doesn't make people lose their livelihood.
There is a Kumbharwada where earthenware pots are being made. They survive, they make the pots, and behind they fire them within their houses. Now you give them a house on the 5th floor, where is he going to make the pots and where is he going to fire him? So his livelihood is affected. So if you don't think about their livelihood and make provisions for them, scheme after scheme is bound to fail.
Clearly, the Dharavi redevelopment project is a unique one. The government has to take the aspirations of the residents into consideration while developing a plan that will benefit the slum dwellers as well as give Dharavi its long-promised makeover. With Ashwini Priyolkar in Mumbai, Jasmine Makujina, NDTV.
Time now for a short commercial break. Coming up, top 3 mid to luxury property destinations of Pune. And we continue to track latest projects on our project tracker, Oberoi Sky City at Dattapada Road, Borivali, on your screens today.